written down the words to say. It is time. I've been waiting 5 days to it. How you make me feel inside, baby. Got it all figured out. Wanna do this right. There's no doubt in my mind, baby. You're the one. And tonight I am going all the way. The way you touch my hand, it all goes away. The things I planned, the things I would say. Now I keep rambling on. I sound so cliche. What I am trying to do is say I love you. Ooh, 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 ooh. And all the things that you do. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sounds like a fool, 'cause when you touch my hand, the words goes away. What I am trying to do is say I love you. You don't know how I shiver inside. Doesn't show, but my nerves are inside out. It's because you're not worth less than perfection. Ooh, thought it was in my hands. Now I'm all confused, turning gold into sand. Don't know what you do to me. All I know is you can take my breath away. Yeah, 'cause when you touch my hand, it all goes away. The things I planned, the things I would say. Now I keep rambling on. I sound so cliche. What I am trying to do is say I love you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And all the things that you do. Ooh, ooh. Sounds like a fool, 'cause when you touch my hand, the words goes away. What I am trying to do is let you know that when you touch my hand, it all just goes away. The things I plan to say. Oh baby, what I am trying to do is let you know that when you touch my hand, it all goes away. The things I plan, the things I would say. Now I keep rambling on. I sound so cliche. What I am trying to do is say I love you. And all the things that you do. I'm so in love with you. Ooh, ooh. It sounds so stupid now. What I am trying to do, what I am trying to do, what I am trying to do is say I love you. How I've tried, written down the words to say. It is time. I've been waiting 5 days to explain how you make me feel inside, baby. Got it all figured out. Wanna do this right. There's no doubt in my mind, baby. You're the one. And tonight I am going all the way. The way you touch my hand, it all goes away. The things I planned, the things I would say. Now I keep rambling on. I sound so cliche. What I am trying to do is say I love you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And all the things that you do. Ooh, ooh. Sounds like a fool, 'cause when you touch my hand, the words goes away. What I am trying to do is say I love you. You don't know how I shiver inside. Doesn't show, but my nerves are inside out. It's because you're not worth less than perfection. Ooh, thought it was in my hands. Now I'm all confused, turning gold into sand. Don't know what you do to me. All I know is you can take my breath away. Yeah, 'cause when you touch my hand, it all goes away. The things I planned, the things I would say. Now I keep rambling on. I sound so cliche. What I am trying to do is say I love you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And all the things that you do. Ooh, ooh. Sounds like a fool, 'cause when you touch my what I am trying to do. I've tried, written down the words to say it is time. I've been waiting 5 days to explain how you make me feel inside. Baby, got it all figured out, wanna do this right. There's no doubt in my mind, baby, you're the one. And tonight, I am going all the way. The way you touch my hand, it all goes away. The things I planned, the things I would say, now I keep rambling on. I sound so cliche. What I am trying to do is say I love you. Ooh, 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 ooh. And all the things that you do. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sounds like a...
Oh, hello everyone. One moment. Looks like the camera wasn't on. Hold on. There we go. It always gets shifted a little bit. I think maybe the power surge. Hello everybody. Hello, hello. I think maybe the power surge did something to the camera. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. Hello Kate. Hello Jamie. Hello Karen. Hello Penny. Hello Ellen. Hello Kara. Hello Crafted by Joy. Hello Luann. Hello Samantha. Hi everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited to be here with all of you. I'm wearing Christmas red and Valentine's red because this time of year is very weird for us in this particular industry. I'm sure it's kind of a little bit strange for all of you that are also on the other side of the video. Ellen, you might just have to turn it up a little bit because it's like real loud on my, it's showing real loud on my monitor. So hopefully it's might just be an audio issue that you have to adjust over there. If not, let me know, but my audio seems pretty loud here. So it's very strange this time of year because we have Christmas and holiday, and then we also have Valentine's happening at the same time. So today I'm going to try to kind of mix a little bit of that's happening right now, because the beauty of holiday into Valentine's is that we have a lot of red stuff. We have a lot of pink stuff. We have a lot of stuff that kind of carries over into Valentine. And I'm Christmased out. And I hate to say that. I am all Christmased out because I start designing Christmas generally in about June. So I'm all set. I love doing merrymaking. I love doing all of those things. But by this time of the year, a week before Christmas, or about 9 days before Christmas, I'm out. So we're going to do a little Valentine-y fun stuff today. Also, I'm super excited because our Valentine release comes out January 1st. So we have a massive Valentine release this year. This year we're focusing more on hearts and love that you can use all throughout the year, as well as, of course, some of those tried and true Valentine things. With that being said, we have one more final hoorah for the end of the year. It's a sale that we do pretty much every year. It's like a promo, I guess you would say, not like a full-fledged sale, but a promo. It's called Seasons. Oh my goodness, it just fell out of my head. Joy of the Seasons, I think it's called. I don't know. Penny will be posting a link soon that will tell me, excuse me, exactly what it's called. But right now, there is a massive promo category on the website. And the reason we did that is because, number one, we love you. And number two, we don't really do much of a sale over the year, except for a little bit on Black Friday and a little bit during Monroe Madness, which Monroe Madness is always in March. But we are doing other brands in this promo. Now, there is some stuff. Actually, I don't think there's any Brutus Monroe included in this promo. Oh, good candy. So With that being said, we have the biggest live I think that we are going to do all year that we have ever done. And what we need to do is we need to hit 50 orders between right this very moment and tomorrow when the live ends. So about 12 hours worth of orders. And we have a lofty goal. It is a big goal, but I think that we're going to be able to do it. And what we need is we need to do 75 orders. 75 orders between right this very second and tomorrow, whenever the live ends, and I'm giving away $5,000 in prizes. So what that means is normally we just give one grand prize away, and that's fun and that's great, but there's only one winner. Tomorrow I'm giving 5 $1,000 store credits away to Brutus Monroe and Scoozies because it is the end of the year. It's our last live of the year because we remember a little something that I give my staff every year is we are off between Christmas and New Year's. I always give them off between Christmas and New Year's. It is an extra paid week off, and that is something that I will always do as long as I am CEO of this company. So we won't have a live that week. So tomorrow, if we do 75 orders between right now and tomorrow at, I want to say it's, usually they're done around 5-ish, 5:30-ish. So it's about 24 hours. We will do 5 $1,000 store credits. And again, it's just something fun that we're doing to round out and end out the year. So what you can do is you can place an order, right now. I'm going to, with some of the things that I'm going to show you. But also, you need to talk to your friends. Celebration of the season. That's what it's called. So you want to reach out to a crafty friend. Say, hey, crafty friend, this is how we'll do it together. Because I want to give away $5,000. I really, really do. Believe me, I love giving away stuff. I mean, ask anybody that knows me. I love giving away things. My accountants, not so much, but I love doing it. So with that being said, I need for you to reach out to any of your crafty friends and share this link that was just posted over here, I think is where you'll see the chat. Post that link to your friends. If you have a crafty friend, I know you have a crafty buddy, we all do. Send them that link that says Celebration of Season and say, look around, see if you find something. There's over 1,700 products in there. And they are all discounted until Sunday, okay? Now, our challenge, and the challenge that I made for the crew, is we need 75 orders, and they have to be shippable orders. You can't just buy a whole bunch of free digital stuff. That would be great, right? It has to be between right this very second. So let me just put it on the book, 6:18 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until tomorrow, and we'll say until 6 p.m. I'll stay and I'll help until 6 p.m. tomorrow evening, okay? So 5 lucky winners. If we do $75 orders, we'll receive $1,000 to Brutus Monroe and Scoozies to use in the new year. I mean, that sounds pretty good to me. But we got to get 75 orders, and I know we can do it, okay? So actually, once we get the first order, Penny can probably let us know what that order number is going to start with so you guys can follow along as well. All right? All right, so that's everything that I have. Let's head down to the table and let's talk about what we are going to be doing today. All right, so first and foremost, I pulled a couple of products, and by I pulled a couple of products, Heather found a whole bunch of great products for me to use tonight in our kind of tag making extravaganza is what I'm going to call this. So right now I do have a couple of things to work with, some different items to make some little fun Valentine-y items. So what I have, let me grab my stamps too, because I've already gotten this all stamped out because I want to do a whole bunch of playing tonight, so we don't have time for stamping tonight. Now, obviously, I implore you to stamp out a whole bunch. Use your SVGs if you purchase them or if you have them. I personally love having the SVGs. I cannot stress enough how awesome it is to have those, but I'll show you what those look like in a second. So I'll be using Theodore's cushion and Theodore's quilt, okay? These are 2 new stamps from the Theodore line of products. So again, Theodore's Quilt and Theodore's Cushion. Okay. Nope, 75 orders of any value. Nope, of any value. Any value. Now, obviously, you know, we will reserve the right that if it's, you know, if it's an order for like $1, you know, we don't want to be filling up the time with, you know, $1 digital orders. So obviously, you know, just use your best judgment. Use your best judgment. We cannot facilitate, you know, 75 $1 digital orders. And again, they have to be shipped. So they would have to be shipped to you. Okay. All right. So first things first, I have the Shades of Pink dual foil transfer foils. I'm going to be using some of these tonight to show you kind of how to do some really fun zhuzhing across the card. I have the card panels. So these are the card panels. Let me turn on my fuse. These are the new foilable card panels from this month, and I'm really excited to use these because they have some hearts already built into them. See the hearts in that one, and then there's hearts in this one. So we're going to do some foiling tonight and use those. And we're probably going to do like 4 or 5 tags tonight. Oh, goodness gracious. I have to start on that, don't I? Oh, wait. Hold on. Where's mine at? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm not quite sure. Oh, well. Candy's got us covered. I don't know where my advent calendar is. I don't know where I put it for safekeeping. Here it is. Is this it? Oh, yes, this is it. So, should I open up days 1 through 4 real quick with all of you? I think this is sold out. Is this sold out? I think this is sold out. All right. Should I open up the first 4 days? Do you want to see the first 4 days before we get started tonight? Because we have a really fun Valentine one coming. If you love making Valentines, like I do, if I get 3 thumbs up, then I'll open up the first 4 days. Okay, we got 2. Hold on, I gotta go turn this heat down. I'm in this Carhartt fleece. Ooh. And I'm 1,010 degrees right now. Ooh, me. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, okay, good. All right. So let's go ahead. Oh my goodness, I love these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is just like, this is what the Valentine one's going to be like too. I mean, would you guys be interested in a Valentine one? I hope so, because we're doing it. All right, so let's start with number 1. Oh, that was tricky. Oh, I love these. I love this. Oh, every time. This is an Advent calendar exclusive. This is the Christmas glitter stock pack. Now, these are heat sealed, so you gotta chop off the bottom of these. But, oh, I guess you could do it at the top too. But, so look at this. Oh my goodness. So they're 3x3s, and they're the perfect size to use on cards. And I think you get, oh yeah, you get 4 of each. I'm not sure if this is sold out or not. I think it might be. Oh, and the chunky gold. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I love this. Love it, love it. All right. So that is the first item. And I actually can use some of this red glitter stock and the gold tonight. And then I'm going to save my green to use for St. Patty's Day. Because why not, right? This is like the perfect little piece to put behind like a character or something that you're, you know, whatever you're doing. Oh my goodness, it's a stamp. Okay, hold on. I forgot. We did these so long ago. I forget what's in it. All right, we have... Okay, so it's a sweater. It's a little sweater that has a little candy cane on it, and it says, "Knit happens. Embrace the ugly." Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. That is so funny. That is so funny. Yeah, we're going to have to... I think we're going to... They should be starting to be shared, I think. Oh, I love that. All right, let's go to now number 3. Oh, I think this is washi. I think. It is. So I received... So they're always going to be a little bit different. I received... This is candy cane washi. Oh, let me... I didn't get... Do you ever, like, have struggle with getting tape started? There we go. Look at that. Let's just put it on this package here. Oh, I love it. I love it, I love it. I know, I love the ugly sweater. Okay, so that is our washi. And then, what do we have in bag number 4? And there are 14 bags with the... Oh my goodness, I love a shaker mix. Ooh, that's a pretty one too. Oh my goodness, there's like little Santas and holly, and this is a phenomenal shaker mix. I love that. Love that. Yes, the bags really, I mean, save your bags, because look it. I mean, I'm going to take the washi off of this one, but yeah, save your bags. You can trim. I mean, use this as your background, right? I mean, the stickers are going to be kind of hard to take off, but use that as your background. I mean, look at these. Look at these patterns. Look at that tree. And then we have Santa's belts. And then we have just a polka dot. So, you know, save these. Use these. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love it, love it, love it. I like ugly sweaters, too. I do. You're in good company here. Okay, so we left off on the card panels. We're also going to be using the Funky Label cutting die. This is still available. This is an evergreen product, so we will have this through 2026. That is what evergreen... Oh, and also, these are coming back in stock. There are so many of you that asked about my little tape dispenser here for my Fixie tape. It's back. This is an evergreen product, and it's going to be here. Okay. Then we have the disco foil that's back in stock. Excuse me. Whew. I have a little bit of a cold, and it's driving me nuts. Disco foil. Okay. Then we have the Forever Yours paper pad. I love this paper pad because I designed this paper pad so that it could slowly move into Valentine's as well, and I mean into spring as well. So like for instance, this one here, excuse me again, this one here is very springy. I mean, you could use the hearts for spring. This gingham is spring. That's a little bit more Valentine. That's a little more Valentine. But again, you could still use hearts for spring, right? I mean, these little hearts, perfect for spring. And so on and so forth. I just love it. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. So that is the Forever Yours. We're going to play around with that a little bit as well. Okay, let's see here. All right. Then, we grab it from over here. We have one of our new products. One of our new products are the pattern maps. And don't worry, we have so many pattern maps coming for the rest of the year. Don't you worry. All right, so let me move this up here. We have 2 pattern maps. We have love letters and we have hugs and kisses. These are 2 pattern maps that just came out. We've talked about them. We love them. We're going to use them tonight. Then we have the Sweet Treat paper pad. And this one has a lot of patterns on it that aren't just for ice cream. Okay, so we have, of course, the ice cream truck, but let's see here. Which one is it? On the back of this, that can just be, you know, looks like kind of like little hearts. And on the back of, I think it's this one, we just have a stripe. So a lot of our papers now have these just very simple, oh, I'm going to show you what a pattern map is, my friend. Oh, I'm fixing to show you. So yeah, so again, you can use these, you know, use these in any way you see fit, okay? So let's go ahead and show our friend Jay what a pattern map is, okay? Because I love creating with the pattern maps. And then also she pulled for me the Sew in Love. This is one that's like all about sewing but also love. Now remember, when you see a washi like this, okay? So when you see a washi like this that looks all crazy because there's so many different patterns, remember, these are made to be used independently, okay? So although this might look a little cray-cray because of all the different patterns, let me move this to the side. The reason it's like this, let me grab just a piece of cardstock, is when you peel this off, it is independent of the rest. So see that? So that might not look like it goes with all this right now, but when you put it by itself, okay, it looks incredible. So we have a lot of folks that look at these and they're like, wait a second, those patterns don't match. They're all different. Well, that's because we want you to take this off of here and use it by itself. So like again, if I flip this over, this looks great by itself, you know, but it doesn't really match, okay? So that's why we want you to kind of think outside of the box here and use them separately. And then of course you would use this with your everyday map, your washi maps, okay? Then I have a whole bunch of my little pieces already stamped and cut out. Let me refill my tape runner while I'm getting a pattern map together. We just got this adhesive back in stock. We've been waiting so patiently. It's my favorite adhesive, tape runner. And we just finally got them back in stock, thank goodness. All right, let's talk about a pattern map, shall we? So, let's grab, let's just do hugs and kisses. You get 2 in a pack. Okay, and the 2 in the pack, they coordinate. They will always coordinate. And what you're going to use these with, now tonight we're going to use them with our die to make a tag, okay? And the tag is much bigger than it seems. So let's go ahead, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to decorate, excuse me, all of these panels. I've lost my strips. Ruh-roh, they're here somewhere. We're gonna actually we'll do 4. So we'll do 4 tags because we're gonna start with what we have here and just kind of go wild. All right, hold on, everybody. Hold on, everybody. I gotta find my strips. They're here. Don't worry. I just used them the other day. They're here somewhere. Here we are. Okay. And we do have new strips and we have new stuff coming. So these strips, now you could also cut down your own. You don't have to do it this way. You could cut it down your own way, but we now have these strips. These are the brand new ones. These are confetti. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down my piece here. So this is already print to the edge, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. you're going to want to trim this down, okay? And this is how we're going to make our tags today. Then 5.5 and 5.5. Okay, so now we have our base essentially, right? So this is the base, and we just want to make sure that we mark and we know where our tag is going to land, so we're not wasting any of our resources. Okay, we don't want to mix and match. Okay. I mean, we do want to mix and match, but you'll see what I mean in just one moment. Sorry, I had to grab some glitter paper. All right. Let's see here. All right. So what I mean by that is you're going to take your little die here, and we're just going to make sure we're going to see. So we want to do essentially, these 4 areas right here, okay? Because that's going to be where our tag is going to kind of live and exist, okay? So what that means is, if we're going to do something with our strip here, you just want to be mindful. And what you can do, actually, because this is going to cut outside of the line, is grab yourself a pencil, or if you're real brave, a pen, because a pen means permanent, right? And go ahead and just hit, oopsies, the areas. Okay, so kind of like a guideline. Can you see that there? A guideline of where everything is going to be, all right? So now I'm going to grab my overlay here. We love overlays. 2026 is going to be the year of the overlay as well. We got lots and lots of overlays. All right, so with your overlay, I'm going to cut mine right in half. Okay, because I know I'm not going to need a whole, the whole thing, so to speak. So this peels right off of here. It's clear. And remember, this is how we foil without foiling. So that's going to go right in the center there. And it just lights up the center, okay? We still want to have a little bit of room on the outside. And then here's our second one. And don't blink, because this happens so quick that you'll miss it. Okay, so again, go all the way to the edge here. Center it the best you can. You can flip this over. It's not going to hurt anything. Okay, so see that there? So we've already now added some visual interest, okay? Now what I want to do is I want to add some pink. And I think I'm going to do the bubble gum. Yeah. So let me grab my trimmer here. And I'm going to cut this down to, let's do 1/4 of an inch. And again, this is where you'll grab your scraps. This is where your scraps will become the star of the show. So grab this again, cut it in half, and we're going to take our Gina K dot roll adhesive, and we're going to place that again kind of right in the center there. Okay, center adjacent. I highly suggest the Gina K dot adhesive because it is going to really hold up. That will go right in the center there. So see that how we've added so much shine and shimmer so quickly. So now all we're going to do is we're going to cut out our little piece here. Grab my and what I suggest doing is again line that up exactly with where you did your little lines there. And now you can see how that's going to cut out, which is great. So again, just line that up. Okay, and bam. Okay, see that? Now, Let's grab our intracut machine. Pop that puppy down. Remember, you cut on the gray side. Let's go ahead and run this through here. Okay. And I'm actually going to go through twice. All right. Let's go ahead and put this to the side now. We're going to pop out our tag. Okay. And now look, okay? How fun and simple. No, don't throw that away. You can use that for things. But look at that. Isn't that fun? Okay, now we can add one of two things. We have either this little reinforcer that can go on here. Fits right there. Or we have a second reinforcer that's a little bit bigger that actually goes off of the piece. Or we just have our little reinforcer circle. Okay. Are there any more? I believe so. You're going to have to ask the girls tomorrow, though. You'll have to ask the girls. I know there are, but we're going to have to look for them on the website. I know they exist, though. I can tell you that. Okay, and I think for our topper, let's do the chunky gold. What do you think? I think the chunky gold will look great. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab this. Let's go here. And that is not an odd question. That has been one of our best-selling items. One of our best-selling, I guess, Monroe merch items, I'll say. All right, so we're going to send that through. And we should only need to do it once, but let's do it twice, just for, I mean, why not? Okay. Pop that to the side there. And this should pop right out, and it sure did. Whoops. What in tarnation? There we go. Put that back there. And then here we go. Okay. And then that's, look at, I mean, come on. How beautiful. And then that could just fit right on top of there, like so. Okay, just gonna add a little bit of the, again, the Gina K adhesive to that. Because since it's the dot adhesive, it'll glue and stick just like so. And look at that. I mean, come on, right? Okay, so now let's find our little Theodore guy here. And I love this one with the button. Don't you? I love it. And then even small stitches make a masterpiece. Or, oh no, we'll do so many reasons to smile. Yep. Okay. So let's color in our little Theodore. Let's see here. We'll make him I think a brown mouse today. Or a tan mouse. Let's do a tan mouse. A tan mouse with a pink button. How do we feel about that? Oh, okay, Penny. Yeah, we'll have to check tomorrow. I know there's a ton of them, but you know how things get mysteriously. They mysteriously go into a draft status. Oh, our little tan Theodore. This is a he's a kind mouse, don't worry. He is a very kind little mouse. Okay, and then we're going to make his tail the darker shade. And I want right outside of the lines. Oh, thank you, Penny. We'll make sure the top of his head and the side. Okay. Oh, I love that. Yep, Theodore's a little cutie. I was trying to figure out how to incorporate my little Theodore into the products here at Brutus Monroe, and this color does not look any. That's the only complaint. The only complaint I have about the Olo markers is I could tell you one thing for sure and two things for certain. The cap, 99.9% of the time, is not going to match that marker. So you always want to have a spare. Okay, I'm going to go back in here with this just to kind of blend in that color, and then I think we'll do a really dark pink. Oh, this marker's drying out. Ugh. I think we might be able to get away with this. A dark pink button. Okay. I love the bright pink. The bright pink button. Okay, so now I think we should pop him up and also pop up the sentiment. Okay, there's that. Let's trim down some of our, oh, here we go. Ow. Careful with your Brutus Monroe scissors if you have them, because whew, they are sharp, to say the least. Very sharp. All right, and then we're just going to place this. Let's actually remove some of this adhesive on this side here, if we can. Oh yeah, we sure can. Okay. And do so many reasons to smile. Should we put that behind his ear a little bit? Yeah, I love that. Okay. And there's our little tag. Get in the frame, Christopher. See how sparkly and beautiful that is? Now let's see if I have... Yep. I have some pink ribbon here. If you're fortunate enough, we used to put this ribbon in inspiration boxes, and I'd love to maybe start doing that again in the future at some point. Then we'll add a little blue, because why not? We can, just because we can. So this is going to go just straight through. Like so. Okay. Then I like to just take my twine and just tie it. So just tie yourself a good little knot. And then you would put this on whatever package you're giving it to. I mean, if you are someone that sews, this would be perfect. I mean, obviously we have a gajillion different stamps that you could use, but look at that. I mean, how simple. How simple. Yes, much cuter. All right, so that's tag number 1. Let me put that behind me. We got 3 to go. 3 to go, kids. All right, so let's grab our next panel here. So this panel is very plain, but we're still going to make a similar tag out of it. But for this one, I want to do some foiling, okay? So again, let's take our tag here. Let's measure out where we're going to be at. So I'd say probably right about here. That's good. And again, just trace so you know where you're going to be at. Okay. And then I'm going to use some, because see, we're just very plain here. So because it's so plain, hello, Shalana. Since we're so plain, we can get away with pattern, okay? Because there's no pattern here. So this is when you want to introduce some pattern. So I'm going to take this heart one, because I love this. It's still, you know, has that sewing theme, but also it still has, it's still plain enough, and I hate to use the word plain, but I mean, it's plain enough that we can get away with using it. So in here, should we just go for it and use this beautiful, should we use this one? Right, why not? I think we're going to use this for the whole thing. Yep, we are. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I'm fixing to do. So let me pick this up. Let me place this like so. And then we're going to use the waist. I mean, I hate to use the term waist. I mean, that's obviously, you know, what it starts as. But we're going to use the waist. Let me zoom out a little bit further. Use the waist to do our line work, okay? So what that means is, let's move this to the side, because I had my, oh, it's ready. Okay, well, okay, it's ready to go. So let's place this puppy right on here. Grab our carrier sheet. Mine has been through it. It's very pretty. It's very vivacious. But everything up to the edge. That's the goal. Everything up to the edge. Then we're going to run this through. I use a 4. Gina oftentimes will say a 3. You create your own ending, my loves. Do whatever makes you happy. All right, so now I'm going to grab my adhesive here. This is a 1/2 inch adhesive, and I'm just going to go straight across the center here, okay? Tonight's about showing you different ways to foil, different way. I mean, we're really all about the education tonight, huh? And then this one will go through the center here, and we don't worry about that little rip there. It's not going to make a difference, because remember, we're cutting out this tag, okay? Do not sweat it, my friends. All right, so now we're going to burnish that down with the best tool you were ever given. Okay, I'll pull this puppy out and let it cool for a second. Put that to the side. And what you're going to do is you're going to grab your stabby tool. Oh my Lord, how is every stab? Here it is. I was like, every stabby tool, I have 40 of them. They're all missing. Okay. You're going to peel up this adhesive. We've done this before. I mean, I know there's a lot of new folks here, but we've done this before. Yeah, I want to do carrier sheets in colors. That's my goal this year. Is I want bright orange carrier sheets. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to place this. And again, just very gently burnish. Don't use a tool. And we're going to then lift. Okay, you're going to be, again, gentle with it. Sometimes you need to use your pokey tool to start it off, and I'll show you what that means. So you're going to go in here, you're going to grab. Because sometimes your adhesive is going to want to come up with it, so just grab it here to make sure it doesn't. And you're just going to lift. Okay, hold on. I'm going to send this through the mink too. Hold on. Let me just trim this. We're going to send this through the mink too, because I think the heat's going to help us with these holographic foils. Sometimes needs a little bit of heat. So let me go ahead and send that through. Let me pull this one out first, because this one, of course, is going to give me a hard time because I'm alive. But we'll send it through the heat and we'll be good. Yeah, that's my goal. Okay, are we ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Oh my word. Oh by gosh, by golly. Wow. Oh wow. That's beautiful. Okay. There we go. All right. Just need a little heat. So now you can see that? That's just, again, adding our visual interest. So now, again, we're going to trim this down to, we'll do 1/4 of an inch again. And I want to start kind of where the hearts are. So let's trim that part off. And then go to 1/4 of an inch. Oh, I need a new blade. And another 1/4 of an inch. And this is, again, just going to add that visual interest that I talk about all the time when we're making our little cards here. Again, we're going to grab some adhesive, put that liner straight down, then straight up the middle. And again, this is just a way to make things shine. We're going to put another little Theodore on it and call it a day. This way. Okay, again, straight up the center. But this is still going to give us that same oomph that we had before, but now we're just using a different product. That's all we're doing. We're just trying to use all the tools in the toolbox, right? So now you'll be able to see here how this is going to come to life. And you won't be able to kind of see it on camera, but this is a very light pink here. I mean, a very light pink. Okay, let me grab my tools here. Run this through. So now we're going to pop that out. Be careful. Okay. Save that for later. Now take a look. Again, look how cool. So simple. So simple. But look at those flowers. Again, this is going to be that aha. Someone's going to say, now how in tarnation. Now for this one, I'm just going to, whoopsie doozy. I'm just going to do the circle because I don't want to lose a lot of that foiling at the top. Okay? Right? I mean, I don't think we should mess around with that beautiful foiling at the top. So I'm going to grab this beautiful, very, very light pink. Okay, and I'm going to send this through, like so, with just our teeny tiny little reinforcer is what that's called. Put this off to the side. Isn't it fun? And it comes in that pack. So I love these new packs that they've been doing at ThermoWeb because you get a little bit of everything. Especially in that one for Valentine's Day coming up. I mean, you can use it for really anything, but we love that pink. Okay, so now, again, I'm going to take my little Genicate dot roller because it's going to perfectly do that for me there. And we'll just place it right on there and you'll see it becomes just the most perfect little reinforcer. Can you see that? Just a little extra oomph, okay? Oh, yes, we do. We sure do. All right, so now for this one, I think I'm going to use our little Theodore that's flying off the rails here. And actually, I think we might just make the two because I've gone over pretty much everything that you can do with the background. So I think we'll be good. Okay, so, or do we want to do the pin cushion? Let me know. Pin cushion or thread? You let me know. First one to three. First one to three wins. So just say cushion or thread. Got one for thread. Oh, thank you, Shad. Two for thread. Oh my goodness, thread's in the lead. Thread's in the lead. Thread is in the lead. Well, it's thread. So, sorry to anyone that was team. Whoop, I'm shooting stuff across the floor. That was team cushion. Because thread has won. Thread is the winner. All right, so let's go ahead and color in our little Theodore. I don't know if our little Theodore is watching tonight or not. Our real life Theodore, my nephew, whom this little mouse was created for. And you're going to see him quite a bit throughout the year. Okay, a little bit of shading. Just a tiny bit. Okay. A little pink again for the nose. And the ear. I love coloring in this little Theodore guy because he's so simple to color. All right, and then is this that weird color? I think we can use this weird color for the spool. What is this weird color called? Oh, it's called caramel. Yeah, we'll use caramel for the spool. Looks like a good spool color to me. We would see Theodore. Yes, we're going to see him a lot. We will actually be seeing Theo every single month. Every single month we'll be seeing him. All right. So let me go ahead and do his tail here. There we go. And I think we'll do pink again. Because I'm digging this deep pink for the thread and the... Yes. All right. I love that contrast. And I need to get a set of those new white markers down here. I heard they're so good. We just got them in, and we need to show them off. Okay, so we're going to go in, put in sewn together by friendship, okay? And again, this is a great opportunity to pop this guy up. Okay. And there we go. I mean, it just makes such a simple little, and again, I was going to say simple little tag, which it does, but if you have something like a little event or a little birthday party or something like that, and you don't even have to be someone that sews. I mean, you can literally just take this and create with it for anyone. Because, sewn together with friendship, just simply to me is, because he's on a spool of thread. Does not have to be anything other than that. All right, so we got that. Let's do one more here. Tight, tight, tight. Trim, trim, trim. And if you want to use like a coordinating little floss, you can. But here we are. How simple. This one is very, very blingy. This one still has some bling, but it isn't as crazy. And that's that. And you still have, from your maps, you still have 2 more maps that you can use. Now, you can use these maps independently, like as a card front, or you could use them to make these super cute little Theos. So that's everything that I have for all of you tonight. I want to thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for being a part of my life. I appreciate you so very much. I can't wait to see you tomorrow for our live, where we will be hopefully giving away $5,000 in store credit. So again, 5 lucky people will win that. You just have to place an order between right now and the live tomorrow, where they are going to pack and get everything ready. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I will see you all very soon. I love you to death. Remember to create something every single day, whether it's a little Valentine tag or your own ending. I'll see you all very